Greetings, undetermined spectators of the World Wide Web. I am Tall Lanky Guy, and welcome to Will You Press the Button? This is a fun little internet mini game sort of thing where if you have a button and it does a thing, but it also does another thing. And sometimes the other thing is bad, or sometimes the first thing is bad, but the second thing is good. It's a dilemma. They give you dilemmas. First off, if I press the button, I will know whether aliens exist anywhere in the universe, but they will also know of me. And I think that's not a bad thing at all. Maybe the aliens are super nice. We have this almost like, it's basically like alien racism, where we assume that aliens are these monsters that don't really know how to interact with humans other than enslave them. I think aliens could be cool, so I'm gonna press that button. And then, I pressed the button. Most people press the button. That's good. This is a good dilemma. Good. This is how it works. You could eat an unlimited quantity of any food, but after eating it, you can never eat it again. I could eat an unlimited quantity of any food, but after eating it, you can never... That's a bit of a paradox, don't you think? I can eat a food as much as I want, but after I eat it, I can never eat it again. That doesn't make sense. I'm not going to press that button. That's a stupid button. You guys get what the paradox here is, right? Right? It's a contradiction. Yeah, right down there. Unlimited means I can eat it forever. Half-Life 3 is released, but I never get to play it. I would never buy it anyway. So, you know what? Just for the rest of you guys, if you want to play Half-Life 3, that's great. I will make that sacrifice and never play it. Oh dear. You get billions of cookies, but grandmas take over the world. Now, here's the problem with that. I love grandmas. I love my grandma. Grandma, if you're watching this, hi, love ya. The problem with grandmas is they're old. And I love old people. But the old part, like the fact that you only have so much time in the world, means that they don't have necessarily a whole lot of time to rule the world. Maybe 10, 20, 30 years. But that's not really worth it. I mean, billions of cookies. After a while, depending on what kind of cookie it is, or if it's all kinds, you gotta eat things other than cookies. So, no thanks. I get to meet and make love to, if I want to, any person in the universe, but they die after you do such things meet. No, because that would make me a serial killer. I don't want to be that. Ha ha ha. A lot of these dilemmas are very much about, would you rather just get your own... would you rather just get your own satisfaction immediately and feel good about things, or do what's best for the good of, humanity? You could have sex in public, but it wouldn't be so good. I wouldn't want to have sex in public. That's just me. No. Are you saying that, technically everyone already has that ability? It just doesn't fall. It just doesn't really bode well with society. So, oh man, this is interesting. So, you will restart humanity back in time to its golden age and get to decide its progress from there. But once you come to the point where you press the button, the apocalypse will come. So, you restart humanity back in time to its golden age, and one would wonder, what exactly was the golden age of humanity? I would say there were more than one, but that's its own question. But once you come to the point where you press the button, all that progress is lost. Well, at least most of it is lost. And I would get to... It's very tempting, but knowing me, I'm not exactly the best person to be deciding humanity's progress, right? Like, I don't think I wouldn't be able to trust myself with that responsibility. Well, this is one that on first glance looks pretty tricky, but it's pretty easy answer for me. You get to live in a perfect world that you have created, but you are the only one living in it. A lonely world is not a perfect world. Boom. I didn't want to press the button. It says I pressed the button. I don't want to press a button. I didn't press. I get $1 trillion, but I have to pretend to be gay for a year. $1 trillion. That could pay for all of my family's. Like that takes care of a lot, and I just have to pretend to be gay for a year. And honestly, I can think of a few people who already thought I was gay, so yeah, worth it. I mean, I'm an actor. I can pretend. Yeah, another personal pleasure but collective tragedy question. You will live in the magical world of Harry Potter, but all the mudbloods die. That's literally all the normal humans, which is a lot. So I'm not gonna do that. There's lots of awesome mudbloods. For all I know, I'm a mudblood. Would that mean that I just get transported to the magical world of Harry Potter and then die? I don't want that to happen. You can jump into any picture or film for as long as you like and switch places with the people inside, but you are blind whenever the sun is up. City of Ember was completely underground, so wouldn't really be a problem. Trying to think of any other underground. Journey to the center of the earth, not really a problem with the sun. Then again, both of those movies were pretty crappy situations, so no thanks. This is a fun one. You can read minds, but you have no privacy ever again. I'm still kind of a self-conscious person. So the whole no privacy ever again thing, like even when I'm going to the bathroom and getting changed, would rather not. And I don't need to read minds. I don't need to know what people are thinking. Holy cow, this is a long one. Okay. You can transform into an animal of your choosing and back again at your whim. You retain your mental abilities in your animal form, though you are unable to speak or manipulate human appliances, like an animal. You must keep this ability a closely guarded secret, as failure to do so will cause you to be the subject of much scrutiny and scientific investigation. If anyone catches you in the transformation process, they will almost certainly shoot you on sight. Your presence in areas which are not normally inhabited by exotic animals will cause the majority of the human population to become suspicious of you and possibly attempt to capture you. Sounds like... I mean, nah, I don't need to. I mean, there are some cool animals out there, but if I have to keep it a secret, like, not that I would want to show off or anything, but like, I think there would be some fun stuff that I could do with my friends with that. I yet to perform on Broadway, but the show I am in is a huge flop. Does that mean that the show itself is not good, or the show just doesn't do well? Because if the show itself is good, but it just doesn't get the appreciation that it deserves, I would still feel fulfilled from that. So I'd press the button because Broadway is fun. Okay, so here we go. You know everything, have superhuman strength, and will be loved by many. But you run on a rare material that may or may not exist on Earth, and you need more every year. So my powers run on a rare material. So if I only get the materials for when I need to know everything and have super strength, that still means I'll be loved by many, which is pretty great. So yeah, I'd press that button. Yeah. Yeah. You are the most beautiful guy / girl in the world, but you will never see your mother again. I mean, not really. Wouldn't really change a whole lot, except for the mother thing. Oh, wow. This is a big one. Okay. World peace happens. I'm guessing that's what the period implies. World peace, it happens. But everyone who lives in a third world country will die. That's most countries. So, no. We would have world peace, but at what cost? You can do anything you want, whenever you want, however you want, but your best friend gets jealous because you have it so easy. I mean, just because I can do anything I want, whenever I want, however I want, doesn't mean that I should. So, I would say, I guess it's more referring to I can, like, whatever goals I have, I get them done, no problem. Which I think, regardless of whether I push the button or not, people would be jealous of. And that's not my problem. Yeah. Alright, here we go. I will be as rich as I want to be, but I can't choose infinite money, and I can't change how much money I choose to have. I can't change how much money I choose to have. Inflation will rise within 5 years, and many robbers will try and steal your money, and I am not allowed to protect the money. So basically, I'll have a whole crap load of money for a short amount of time, and then it'll all get stolen. Nah. I'll just make money the old-fashioned way. However that might be. I don't know. Maybe churning butter or something. Oh, okay. Every bit of text on the internet will be grammatically correct, but you will only have access to web pages for 3 hours a day. Honestly, you can get a lot done in 3 hours on the internet. 3 hours of research is a pretty solid amount of time. So as long as you're efficient in your work, or as long as you only need to, 3 hours is pretty good, right? Yeah, I'd press the button. For the sake of grammar, I will find the love of my life, but I will live my life incredibly fat. So just because I found her doesn't mean that we're going to be together. Like it would literally just be, hey, look over there, she is! She's beautiful! Oh dear, no! And then, I mean, like incredibly fat. It's not very fun. Not a fun way to live. Alright, everyone will like you and think you are a great person, but you become whatever kind of minority I hate the most. I don't hate minorities, I'm not racist, so not really a problem for me. You could have tickets to your dream concert, but you'd have to show up naked and very hairy. I think I'll just try and buy tickets. Alright, so this is the last one. You can predict when something bad will happen to someone, but if you tell someone or try to do something to change it, it will happen to you. I'm going to leave this one up to you guys if you want to fight it out or, civilly argue it out in the comments below. That's fine, I want to hear what you guys think. Again, Q&A video is coming up soon, so put your questions down there as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments. Click a like. I might do a couple more of these just because I think it's a fun idea. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.